What is up, legends? We are back. All right. So here is a and it's tough to actually talk about this because I did the video a little like 2 months ago about dealing with misinformation in the community and basically just kind of like debunking it and everything else like this, and the situation kind of happened again over the weekend. Like people coming to me, hey, are you going to talk about the leak? It was posted on the forum, and I seen it, and my exact words to the people, because I got it all weekend. People was like, dog, what do you think about this? But we gonna get a selector and it's gonna be cool and everything else like this. And I specifically said I don't want to show my DMs. Yeah, I haven't, because I don't have this person's permission to do this. But I specifically said to this person, this information is incomplete. Like, what's going to happen is it's going to be perspective, and then it's going to be not what this post is, and then people are going to be mad. And that is exactly what happened. And I'm frustrated about that, which is why I always tell, when I talk to other creators, I always tell them don't leak. There's a no leak policy on my channel. I do not leak anything. I don't have leaks in my Discord. Like I'll delete, if somebody posts a leak, we'll warn them and delete the post, and if they keep doing it, they get kicked out. Basically, I got devs in my Discord, I got other companies, like, I try to keep it classy. Leaking is not classy. It's not industry like this. It's not. It's a good way to get yourself blacklisted and then companies not F with you anymore. That's a very good way to do it at. And like I said, it's frustrating because I woke up today and I came in and we should be talking about something cool. Instead, we're not. Again, this keeps happening in this community because people get their hopes up in one way over incomplete information, and then when it's not what they want, then it's so like if you go into the Discord literally right now, like they're literally fighting all right now over this misinformation, because we have perspective of one thing, because it was a perspective given that it was not the official announcement, and now people are upset over what the official announcement actually is. Actually, they're literally talking about it right now. I'm gonna talk about it in a second right now, but they've been arguing about this literally for like since I came online for like a half hour. Like, this is all this is you're watching it real time what the problem is with leaks. Real time right now. Like I just can't even make this up. And again, this is all perspective. Again, because we had a perspective of one thing, we were expecting one thing that was said that they did not say. And then when they officially do something, now what's going to happen is they're going to see this like, well, damn, we didn't even say anything. Then they're going to realize that it was leaked early, what had like partially of what they were going to actually do. And then that's an unfair situation again, because they didn't even say officially what they were going to do globally. Like, this was put somewhere else, and you see, like, people aren't even happy. Me personally, I want Veronica, but let's just talk about this in general. So hydra crystals 100 times, and I'm gonna say at the end why this all happened and how it all happened the way it is. And again, this is just misinformation again. Like I said, when that 2 months ago when I did that viral video where everybody was like, damn, like when I put it all out there, what really happened, and everybody kind of like got it and said, damn, we need to not do that, and we're just doing it again. Basically, that's why it's frustrating. That's what is frustrating, especially when me as a creator, I had nothing to do with it and I didn't facilitate it at all. And people were asking me, I was like, I'm not doing the video. I'm not even mentioning it because the company has not told me any of this yet. And I'm not going to be the one to cause problems. And like, brother. Anyway, limited event. right here. When summoning the Animus, you can earn Wishbinder points. Once the points reach a certain threshold, you can claim rewards as a Perfect Lattice, Quantum Cipher Box, including selection, SSR selection, Claws, Veronica, Tsukimi, Quantum Prototype. Now, I want to point out that every single one of these characters are very good. Every single one. Like, there's no garbage character here. It's just, I don't know what everybody's real problem is. Claws, you can actually use her in majority of the Inferno and Ember Trek and Ethernet Rally. She is a crazy good pick. Tsukimi, she is literally one of my defense. Like, I have her like 330 speed right now, and one of and that particular team in guild battle has not lost yet. Not lost yet. She's one of my leads. So she literally with a 3-man squad, she goes first and speeds everybody up, and then the 2 characters come afterwards and nuke the life out of whoever's trying to fight me on defense, and they get clapped. Like, she's amazing. She's my one of my facilitators in my run with with Aurora. She speeds this team up, and they just run wild over Aurora. Like, she's amazing. Veronica, I just never had her, which is why that's why I'm going to pick her. Veronica is amazing in PvP as well, and she's amazing in Terra Matan, and she's amazing overall in slow comps, which is in bruiser comps, because she's going to steal buffs and shield everybody. She's like a living artisan that takes buffs too, and nuke you. Like, she's crazy good. So I don't really understand why people are upset over these 3 characters, especially when I take it with Klaus, and they like, Klaus is like crazy good. Like, brother, like, gotta be like top meta unit as far as speed clear teams. Like, she, the last 2 enemy, like the what is it, Shadow Flame Hoyon and Rengoku, she in the speed clears, like, literally killed the bosses like 10 seconds with Claws. Like, so I don't understand why, again, like, people, I don't know. I'm what I am thinking is that they expected Lily to be in this, when you technically don't even need Lily anymore now that Lily exists. So I don't really know why people that are that upset over this particular thing. However, I can say where that upset comes from. It's because they had perspective of incomplete information from leaks. That's what's causing this right now. Had that not happened and this had came, we wouldn't even be having this conversation. I wouldn't even be up at 6:30 in the morning making this video telling you about this, because nobody would be upset over this. But because we had perspective early that was incorrect perspective, that we're going to have a selector, and that they like, it'll be a whole bunch of characters to be able to pick. Ain't nobody say that. But that's what everybody thought, because we got the information early that we shouldn't have had, or that shouldn't have been spoken upon anyway. So that's where we're at right now. Even though these 3 characters are very good, and then on top of that, it says Quantum Prototype, which I believe, isn't that the gold tickets, and more. So, like, as a dev, I would be frustrated as hell right now. I'm being honest with you. Like, just me looking at this from like a business standpoint, as a dev, I would be like, these characters are good, and like they put content out there every week, like relative new content. I'm not saying they're the best devs in the world, but I would be frustrated at this particular situation, just the same way I'd be frustrated over the original debacle of people getting their expectations up for the double drop weekend as well. That was problematic too, because they never said that either, and people were just expecting that to happen and stuff like that, because, again, misinformation. Anyway, Blessing Galore is now going to be here on the weekend. Quick suggestion for that. What I do Wednesday going into Thursday morning is I will, it's Thursday. yeah, Thursday I will max recharge, and just I'll wait to the end of Thursday going into Friday, and at the like before I go to bed, like maybe 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock in the morning, I'll max refresh, and then Friday I'll max a refresh again. That way I have 2,000 stamina going into double drop weekend. That's what I did the last 2 weekends. So by the time Saturday reset came around, I basically sat on stamina for all of Friday, which is not a whole lot. What is that, like 400, 500 stamina basically in that day. I'm fine with that, losing that 400, 500, and then going into the double drop with all of that stamina. You don't have to actually do that. You can just do it the one day and then use all of Friday's max refreshes to go in. But I use Thursday and Fridays to go into Saturday. You end up losing like 500 stamina basically sitting idle, unless you wait till like 4:50 in the morning and then do it, and then you just have all of Friday basically, which is not that much stamina in total at that point. But again, like I said, it's up to you. That's just what I do. And we got a bunch of fixes right here. Not too much, not too crazy. Everything else. I will tell you this is something that happened to me. It is buggy right here, the arena loadout, because I caught like 3 losses in a row, and I was like, that's not supposed to happen. I usually don't catch 3 losses in a row like that. I usually stay like end up around like 50%. That's not like it's a flex or anything like that. 50%, like 50% on defense. I usually get picked on by the higher whales and stuff like that, which what I'm gonna do, I'm not a whale. So but I caught defense losses in a row, so I was like, okay, what happened? I gotta change my defense team. I went and looked at the fight, and my characters had no ass gear on. I was like, what the hell? And I guess because of the new system, they were just all naked basically. So I had to actually go in and imprint. I had to actually go in and arena loadout basically. Like I had to actually imprint everybody all over again. And when I went in, then make sure that my team actually had gear on, and then it was fine. So I'm guessing that is what they are fixing right here, because that was for surely broken on my end. So if you may want to look, if you have not been looking, and your characters may not have any gear on. So yeah, it sucked. Yeah, outside of that, no, we good. We out here. And for me, it's just sad waking up and just seeing people not too happy about it. No, some people are. Some people aren't. I will say that this is kind of like, I'm happy because I'll finally be able to get Veronica. I just have not been able to get Veronica for whatever reason. No Veronica, no Silence, no Lily. I think that's the only 3 characters I'm missing. And I had no way of picking them. Basically, like it's just basically whenever they come out, it's when they come out. So what I'm hoping is that you reach a certain point, they will just be easily picked up. Like if it's like a 80 pity or something like that, that's going to be useless, but it's probably going to be like that. They're not saying specifically right here what the stage points are. Like they're just saying, hey, like these are the points right here. This is like what you get and everything else like that. So they're not specifically saying what the points are. So I'm hoping it's not like equivalent that you need to get the 80 and then you get to select the box basically. And then on top of that, I hope that it comes in stages and that you can just take the stages as you go. You just or you get the 80, and then once you get the 80, you just take, which is probably going to be the case because they don't do stuff like that in this game. You're going to probably have to save all of the 80 pity. I'm just throwing it out there, not saying that it's actually what's going to happen. But it'll probably be like if you actually summon and get the wish binders enough from like an 80 pity, and then you can actually get the selector and pick one of the three characters. And like I said, I'm picking Veronica, and I'm throwing her right out there in Terra, even though I don't even need any more in Terra, but it's still gonna make it even more fun. And I got places I can actually use her. I can use her on defense as well to go with the tank down teams, which is going to be fun as well. Like, she is one of my favorite characters, and I've always been bummed out this whole time. Actually, I don't have Rosa either, now that I think about it. I didn't have her, Rosa, or Mocha just came out like 2 or 3 weeks ago. So what people really wanted, though, I think, and what they assumed when we got it leaked early, is that we're gonna just get a selector that allows you to select everybody. Which I will say, devs, that would be useful for people who are at my position right now. I happen to be a person that wants Veronica, but what if I'm not a person who wants Veronica, and I have crossed Veronica and Tsukimi? This looks unpleasing. It just does. So, I mean, I get it, not get it. I get it. That, you know, this seems very much new player friendly, which, you know, there's nothing wrong with something being new player friendly. Please, guys, don't be upset at that, because you need the new players to come in to keep your game alive. Like, they need to come in to be happy and say, oh, look, I got claws. I can do like a speed clear. With speed clears is what makes this game fun for a lot of people. So people getting Tsukimi and Klaus is very good for speed clear. Veronica's not speed clear. Veronica's for slow down teams. So, and she's extremely good for early Terra as well. So, you know, actually, you know what? All of these they're just the Inferno bosses. Now looking, it's just in a different order. Klaus is Doki. Tsukimi is Aurora, and Veronica is Terra. They're just the Inferno bosses. Yep, that's what they are. Exactly what they are. And this is what Epic 7 does, except Epic 7 gives it free. Yeah, this is exactly this. I'm just thinking about it. This is what Epic 7 does. But not necessarily free. You have to fight your way down the hunts to unlock the characters. But these are the Inferno boss counters. That's cute. That's cute. Yeah, that's actually cute. These are the counters to make those fights easier. And they'll make the fights very easy early. I mean, see, this is the stuff you should say, though. But again, that this would be more new player friendly. For us who are veterans, who like majority, like I'm a special case because I want Veronica, but there's going to be people who are going to be like, bro, I don't need any of these characters. So hopefully there'll be other things there for them to pick. Or devs, if you hear this, put something else there. It doesn't necessarily have to be that box. You can put a different box in there. Don't take that box out. Put another box in. Like, I'm just throwing ideas out there for the devs, like, you know, to make it a little bit more veteran friendly, to help out people. Or you can put the thing in that allow you to get a dupe, and you can pick a dupe. If you don't want any of these characters or whatever, you just pick the dupe for whatever character that you like, that you want to, like, if you want to, like, or say you want a Lily dupe, like, allow that to be the case. Like, ain't nothing wrong. Like, they already got the character, let them get a dupe. Just, you know, just throwing out there suggestions. So, hopefully, it'll be something that they can actually, like, it's only one day, so I don't think they can change anything, but maybe just to make it a little bit more veteran friendly for everybody. And community, stop going after leaks and getting bad perspectives. So you'd be mad over every damn thing because they didn't do exactly what you wanted them to do, even though you weren't supposed to be hearing the information anyway. Be legendary. Thank you for watching the video all the way to the end. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I love everybody who stops by. You guys always make my day with your comments. It's always funny and whimsical and gives me a reason to keep going. So be legendary, and I will see you guys soon. Peace.